Hey everyone, welcome back to Get Cougar. My name is Mitch Cougar, and you know what time it is? It's time for Cougz Reviewz! Alrighty, so we had a small Tuesday poll this week because there wasn't a lot of movies coming out, and by that I mean there was only one new movie coming out, and that was of course Venom, starring Tom Hardy and Michelle Williams. Now, obviously I need to have it up against something for our Tuesday poll, so I decided to bring back Alpha, which lost to Night School last week by a landslide. And you know what? Let's not pussyfoot around. It lost by a landslide again to Venom! So that is the movie that I went to see, and I am now reviewing for you, my audience, my fans, my friends, my family, everything. Now, I'm gonna get right into this, and I'm gonna tell you exactly what you want to hear about this movie. It was freaking awesome. It was cool. It was so good, and I'm gonna tell you why. It is everything you wanted it to be. It was aggressive, it was powerful, it was funny, and it was freaking cool. Do you know what I mean? You're not gonna go see this movie to be won over by a love story or to be wowed by its originality. You know, we all know who Venom is. You know, it's a villain from the Spider-Man universe, but you know, he's not necessarily a villain per se. And the people who, you know, have followed Spider-Man quite a bit, you understand what I mean by that. But at the end of the day, the movie doesn't showcase Spider-Man at all, so it has to try and make a villain not a villain, and they do it perfectly. Like it's really good the way they do it, and it was. I don't really have any negatives to say about the movie, in all honesty, because I thought the storyline was quite good. You know, from start to finish, they had a premise, they stuck to it, and it finished. And you know, I was engaged the whole time. I never once thought I was going to fall asleep because it was very good. Tom Hardy, I wasn't sure was going to be able to stand tall in this role, but he was very good. Like, his interaction with Venom itself, within himself, was very good. The interaction was perfect. And the movie's genius was that it was aggressive without being grotesque. And obviously Marvel films need to be somewhat family friendly because they have a much younger audience, so they need to be able to cater for those that can't exactly go to an MA15 rating. So it played a part of aggression without it being bloody and gory to the point where it was safe to watch, but you didn't lose the scary factor almost. Like, Venom was pretty creepy, but at no point was I scared of him, obviously. But anyway, let's move on from that. The visual effects were fantastic. I mean, Venom himself was very intense to see, but the humor that they brought to the Venom character was brilliant. And I found myself laughing a lot, but it wasn't an action comedy by any means. It was just a good action sci-fi superhero Marvel film all wrapped into one, and it had some good one-liners. Michelle Williams, the leading lady, was fantastic in it. You know, when you have a leading lady in a superhero movie, they either become a damsel in distress or they become a somewhat aid to the hero of the story. I'm not going to tell you which one she ended up being, but she played her role very well. And she's fantastic in everything. And for those ladies who are watching the movie, she wore this like skirt that was fantastic. You know which one I'm talking about when you go for the skirt. Go for Michelle Williams, girls. Tom Hardy was very cool. It was one of my favorite parts about the movie was they set up little bits that were gonna come back later, and they were gonna get, like, Venom was gonna sort them out, and you know it was gonna happen. It's not a spoiler by any means, so it was really interesting to see that happen. But you know what I mean, and because you just go, okay, what are they gonna do with that? And that was exciting. You know, you wanted to know what was gonna happen and what's going to be happening and all this and all that. You know, the bad guy was very good. You know, it was a very structured story, and that's what was really good. There was only one negative I will say, and I want to tell you people about this. There is a motorbike chase scene. It's in the trailer, so no spoilers here. The one thing that frustrated me was the fact that there were some shots where you could see the face of the cyclist, and it was clearly not Tom Hardy. Now, obviously, he's not going to do a lot of the more dangerous stunts. But the fact that we're watching a movie where the CGI and all the special effects are so out there, I mean, the symbiotes alone would have taken so much time and detail to create that they couldn't even Photoshop Tom Hardy's face onto this guy riding the motorbike. It's the one thing that annoyed me about it. But other than that, I thought it was fantastic. I highly recommend go and see it. Get Cougz is going to give Venom 5 stars. 5 stars. And I'm saying 5 because it delivers everything you want it to. You, the audience, will love this film. It is a perfect Marvel edition. There is a scene where Stan Lee jumps into it. You know he's going to be there, and he was. And there is a scene after the first round of credits. I didn't have time to stay till the very end, so if anyone does, please let the people know in the comments below so that way they know whether or not they're wasting their time. I'm sorry I couldn't wait, but anyway, go for it. So I'm just going to wrap it up. Venom was fantastic. Go and see it as soon as possible. Don't wait. If you want to see it, go. Now, don't forget to subscribe to all of my social medias. We've got Get Cougz on Facebook, Mitch Cougar, one word for Snapchat, and Cougz Reviewz on Instagram. And now head over to my YouTube channel where you can see all of my reviews again. Just go and see Mitch Cougar there as well. Alrighty, you guys have a good day. Bye. Blah, 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 blah. It's time for Cougz Reviewz!